In the last video, we created a content editor. In this video, we will be building an admin area by adding a blog editor along with a blog post editor. Okay, so let's get started with the blog manager. So I am a little OCD and I like to keep major site sections broken up into their logical areas. So in the template section, I added another folder called admin. Inside the admin folder, I added blogmanager.htm. I am not saying that this is the only way to lay out your code. This is just how I do it. Anywho, go ahead and let's take a quick peek at blogmanager.htm. So in the HTML file, you have to be looking at it and thinking, there is no way this will manage the blogs. Well, I am here to say you're right. Partially. The beautiful thing about having modular code is that we can write a piece of code that gets carried to many spots in the application. For now, you will just need to trust me. So as you look at the HTML, you will run across a div tag with data role grid. So let's go over the settings here. We are telling Kendo UI that this is a grid. And in that grid, we want scrollable, inline edit. We want these columns: title, SEO title, edit, delete, and posts. And finally, we tell Kendo UI to bind our grid to a data source. Now we have been doing this together long enough that you know I have a magical.js file somewhere, and it will have a Kendo UI data source in it. And you are right. Go open up blog.js in the scripts models folder. Because of my OCD affliction, I have decided that all the blog models will go into one file. So this file has blogs model and post model. So at the top, you will find the mystery data source defined. And in the data source definition, we set the type to everlive, and the transport type is blogs. Then we tell Kendo UI what the data fields are, and shazam, the data source is defined. So because Telerik's backend as a service is a Telerik product, and Kendo UI is a Telerik product, they have done a great job in integrating their products together. When we are just doing standard CRUD operations, we don't have to do anything special. It is just done for us. We are going to test and make sure that we can create, edit, and delete our blogs. First, just select the Add Blog button and enter a title, a date, and select Save. And make sure that the grid is refreshed and your blog has been created. Now select Edit and change the title and date. Again, select Save and make sure that the values you entered are saved and the grid is updated correctly. Finally, select Delete and make sure that the row is removed from the grid. Now hit F5 to refresh your screen and make sure that your grid is correct. Now since we don't just want anybody editing the blogs, I have implemented some security that follows on the coattails of the content editor. Take a look here at the main.js file in the scripts folder. The section I have highlighted, router.route blog function E. If usermodel.isAdmin equal false, return. Otherwise, we go navigation.load blog manager. And what this code does is it stops someone from accessing the blog manager unless they are logged in as an admin. If they are logged in as an admin, the code will keep going and load up the blog manager. Now that we have a blog manager, and we can create, read, update, delete entire blogs, and it is secured, we need to have a way to add posts to each blog. Next, we'll look at the post manager and how it helps us control blog posts.